So what do you normally think of when you hear the word Switzerland? Powerful waterfalls? Stunning views from cable cars? And don't forget the divine alpine houses. And towering mountains. Yeah, well, I'm going to put those to the test today because I am exploring some of Switzerland's best places all in this one vlog and showing you what life really is like here in the Swiss country. But anyways guys, hello everyone, I am Lewis, you are watching Lost in Travel, and welcome on here to the Alps. Previously on Lost in Travel. So far, my epic interrailing adventure around Europe has taken me to some unforgettable places. In the last episode, we said au revoir to our time in France with a gorgeous stroll around the quaint town of Annecy. I didn't want this morning to end, but I'm quite glad it did because it meant we were en route to the next country I'll be exploring for the next few weeks. Switzerland. Coming up, I'll be dashing literally and figuratively through the valleys that shape Switzerland into the beautiful country that it is. From insane waterfalls to jaw-dropping views, I'll be breathing in the fresh Swiss air, whether by foot, chairlift, or even go-kart. I am in the adventure capital of the world. I had to have a piece of the action, I guess. Nevertheless, the places seen today are ones you'll never forget. But first, our train has arrived in the capital city of this glorious country, Bern. So as you can see, we have so much to look forward to in the next couple of days, but before we get to all of that, welcome on here to the capital city of Switzerland. I am here in Bern for one night only, so that means I guess I'm going to go and explore because I'm now in German speaking territory, so guten Tag to yous all, let's get going. So guys, welcome on here to Bern. Bern is situated with this beautiful river, and by the way, it is such a glorious day today, which has made me visiting Bern amazing because this place is so green. For a capital city, it is unbelievably green. It's more grass than probably actual buildings in the city. And the river, it looks incredible. It is definitely a summery day here and I am really enjoying myself. But the city itself is actually named after a bear. I believe that maybe Bern is bear in German, maybe correct me if I'm wrong, but there was a bear found in this area and that's how we got its name, Bern, which takes me to inviting some special guests to this video. Let's take a look.
Come, keep warm by the fire as the evening retires, brings us starlight again. Call to the wide open meadow, fall asleep to the dimming light, don't care if time passes by.
Right, so behind me is the bear pit, and yes, we do have some special guests here because there are bears living right here in the city of Bern. You don't need to see the bears here at the bear pit because bears are the symbol and the whole trademark of this city. That I've seen them on everything from posters to statues to flags. There's probably teacups hidden somewhere with bears on them, magnets will have them on them. Bears are the main thing about this city, and it is because the guy who founded Bern named the city after the bear that he killed. It's basically his first hunt in this area, in this region of Switzerland. He named it after that with pride. Luckily, the bears behind me are not getting hunted, and they are huge and cuddly. This is the thing about bears. Like, I'm so happy the UK doesn't have wild bears because I feel if I got too close to them, I would just want to give them a hug. You know, they look like teddy bears. This is why I couldn't live in the States. Alright, so overall thoughts on the capital city of Switzerland. It is a lovely place, and I mean a freaking lovely place. Like, if Switzerland wasn't as expensive as it is, I may actually would like to move here. Like,
every single area is so picturesque, and I think if you just wake up and just go up to your balcony view, oh my god, this would be an unbelievable place for a sunrise. There's not that much to do, so I would only say, yes, definitely come to Bern. Come and see it, come see the bears, and have a wander around, because, like I'll keep on saying, every European city that's near a river is just absolutely beautiful, and Bern is no exception to that. But there's not that much to do, so definitely only plan maybe one day, half a day, just have a little wander around, maybe have some cheese fondue or something crazy, but it is definitely great, and I'm so excited for the next couple of days because this is just my gateway to my dream Switzerland locations. So I can't wait to wake up and head to Interlaken. Alright, see you in the morning. And good morning guys, welcome on here to the next place we are at on this vlog. I'm here in Interlaken, and I didn't know someone as beautiful as Interlaken existed in this world until I stepped foot off of that train, and I was like, wow, I can't believe I'm spending a few nights here. But anyways, I've got a few things I want to do here in Interlaken, so why not I begin with the first one, which is going up a funicular railway to the top of Kulm. Is that how you say it? Kulm? It's harder to pronounce it than go up it, I feel, because I don't have to hike it, I can just go up the funicular. Let's go. One 1,322 metres later, the funicular railway is just taking us right to the top of Interlaken here at Kulm, and I don't think I've seen better views than this. It's hard to believe that somewhere so beautiful like Interlaken exists, but I am literally at the very top and I get the most scenic views. I can still see snow up on the alpine mountains. And the best part about it, I think, is just the rolling hills with all of the houses just scattered above them. Like, imagine living there. Like, imagine just meeting someone who lives there and they just allow you to stay the night. It would just be, oh, absolute magnificent. Like, that's if a once in a lifetime opportunity. You just can't believe that, like, people wake up and just go on with their business there. Like, what? But anyway, Kulm is definitely somewhere you guys need to get to. With my Interrail pass, I actually got 25% off the funicular, and that still makes it 25 Swiss francs. So it is quite an expensive trek up here, but definitely worth it when you start feeling your ears pop and then you start seeing how beautiful your landscape is. And there also is a restaurant up at the top of Kulm if you do feel a bit peckish up at the top of Europe. But I do have to warn you, they are Swiss prices, so you are probably expecting to pay about 22 Swiss francs for one pizza. On my way to my next destination, and then on my way down on the funicular railway, I went, goats! I actually shouted out goats, and an American girl turned around, look everyone, there's goats! And we all got really excited. But there is proper mountain goats here right beside the funicular railway in Interlaken. But not only is there that, there's also cows with bells. And I don't know what it is about just adding a bell necklace onto a cow, but they're just normal cows, but I'm like, oh my god, cows, because they've got these little bells attached to them, and they just, as you could probably hear them in the background, they just rattle. The best part is there's also these little furry creatures, and I'm sure they're the Finns that went viral for being like, Alan, Steve, Alan, Steve. So that's my first time actually seeing those creatures, and I only know them from that. I noticed them as the Alan, Steve, chipmunk style thing. I don't know actually what animal it is. I just thought they'd like to shout Alan and Steve. Okay, let's go to the next place. So I'm just having a lovely stroll through Interlaken, and wow, this is a gorgeous village. I just can't believe how good a day it has been today. Even the weather's been lovely, the landscape has been surreal, and overall I've just had an amazing time out here in Interlaken. But I do have one more day here, and I can't wait to wake up in the morning because I'm heading out to a dream location. There is just no freaking way that that's my view right now. So guys, welcome here to Lauterbrunnen. This is one of the coolest villages I have ever stepped foot in, and you can find it just a mere 20 minutes away from Interlaken. So Interlaken is a great place to stay because there's so many things in this region that are worth seeing. Interlaken is a good base to get out to these places, and my first one of today is Lauterbrunnen, and obviously this one is famed for its huge waterfall. And I say huge, like I've been to Iceland, I've seen Skogfoss, I've seen Solanderfoss, I've seen Dulfoss. Even in comparison, that one is phenomenal.
Let the water come down from the well, from the well. It's been dry for so long in these hills, in these hills. Oh, I've seen the sky, I've seen the ocean blue.
I've got a tunnel to get to this waterfall. I don't know where it's leading me right now. Am I gonna go like literally into it, like in a video game where the hidden item is always behind the waterfall? I'm getting dripped on. Okay, let's see. Freaking, I'm behind the waterfall. Feels crazy that I'm even in this village, because this is probably one of the most Instagrammable places in not just all of Switzerland, but I would say the entire world. Like, I would not have known about this before Instagram, so as soon as Instagram came on the scene and I've started trying to grow my account, I found out so much about this, and now I'm actually here, and I felt like I was going to cry. Like, I was actually going to have a teary on the train in here, because it feels like it's like a pinnacle point of my Interrailing trip. I've made it out to Lauterbrunnen. Like, it's like a peak. Like, how can you go even higher from this point on? I don't know. But just when I think the views can't get any crazier, and then I arrive in Grindelwald. Guys, currently I've got my own gondola. I've got a seat right over the top of Grindelwald because I am about to end off my time here in this region, the Jungfrau region of Switzerland, by doing something pretty adventurous. Like, I can't believe I've even signed up for this. You couldn't even get me paragliding, so I don't know how in the world I even put myself out there to buy this ticket, but I'm quite nervous I'm going to crash off. But let's see how this goes, and hopefully I don't fall off the other side of the Alps. There's literally snow up here and I'm in my swimming shorts. Oh, this is amazing. Yeah, I can go. Whoa! No, no!
You ain't gotta ask me. We can hit the road, got
mighty.
room in the backseat. Boys from the backstreet. I'm so far to sing over rap.
Nice, there we go.
Only looking down when we're seeing where we came from. You ain't gotta wait up.
Oh my god, this is so tight. Whoa! Oh my goodness gracious! Why did I have to shoot raining? Okay, here we go. I'm actually soaked.
That was a wild journey. From standing in a 2.5 hour queue, by the way, to then getting onto that go-kart and making my way down the Alps, and you guys have watched the footage. That is one of the wildest, most adventurous, most adrenaline rushing things I've ever done. Like, I don't know how I never crashed right off the side. I'm actually here and being able to finish this video off. But really guys, try to get yourself out here early. I didn't realise that you could stand in a queue with people that have still got to get tickets. So I booked my tickets fast yesterday, and unfortunately I still had to stand in this big long queue. I wish they'd done time slots, but oh well. I guess I stood and I just admired the view, and it just took a lot longer than I expected. But guys, that is it for this vlog, and it's been such a fun one to make. From bears to amazing lake views to waterfalls and freaking go-karting down the Alps. Like, I felt like I was in Mario Kart. Like, this has been a phenomenal vlog, and I really hope that it comes across that I've had an amazing weekend, because this has been the best weekend in the whole of this Interrailing trip. This is kind of what I wanted to do when I came out here, and I'm so thankful that I'm even able to be out here and doing something this. It feels like I'm in a dream, like it definitely does. But I hope that it comes across to you that this has been a phenomenal weekend. And if it has, guys, hit the like button, share with your family and your friends, and subscribe, because I am now a month into my trip. That means we've got a month more of mind-blowing activities to get our hands deep into. So, what's the next one? Stay tuned to find out, guys. Subscribe. Alright, peace out.
Why can't we be friends? It was so much easier before we got our feelings hurt, and I can't pretend that it's easy.